Hey guys, not a good hair day for me, but kind of doesn't matter. But I'm just going to share a little dinner I love because obviously if we're kind of home, we just don't want to eat junk. So I am making one of my favorite new dishes that is not a new invention, but it's my way of doing it. And it is really polenta with fresh tomatoes and fresh onions and some garlic in and either ghee or butter. I do like butter, so that's up to you. You can use olive oil otherwise, but it's a very simple way to make the food. So I'm gonna reverse my polarity again and say I've added a clove of garlic and crushed ginger, just because I love the taste of ginger. And I'm going to add some pepper and fresh ground salt. And I kind of like the salt that I got from southern France, which is salt with a bit of pepper and truffle. So I've added my pepper, my ground salt, my ground pepper, and some oregano. And I'm going to let this cook down for a bit until it's ready to put the polenta in. And I will tell you that I use usually the polenta in a tube, and I let that saute down because then it gets very creamy. So my mixture was getting a little bit dry, and so what I did was add some Chardonnay, probably about a quarter to a half a cup. Please understand, if you don't like wine, all the alcohol is gone as it continues to drill down. That's what I want it to do. I want it to reduce in terms of sauce before I add the polenta, because the polenta will then get creamier as I add it to my meal. So this is looking pretty, and so I'm just adding 2 slices, and I tend to use the tube just because it's easier. You can buy the tube pretty much anywhere in any of the stores. I just put it in there. I'm going to let it sit down and do its thing for a bit of time. I'm going to reduce the heat so it's not quite so hot, so that all the flavors blend. And this is going to take about another 15 minutes to 20 minutes. So as you can see, all of the flavors are reducing. And I think the reason I kind of like the tube polenta, it's still polenta, is because it's just easier to control, and I have the patties. And what I will do now is I'm going to cover it, and I'm going to let the flavors kind of come together, which will also soften the polenta. And then ultimately what I'm going to do is add some grated mozzarella on top, or depending on where you are, it could be mozz, it could be mozzarella, it could be mozzarella. It really doesn't matter where you are, but that's what I'm going to do next. And then it's just a really lovely dinner. If I had fresh basil, which I don't right now, I would add a little fresh basil. I do have some growing, but it's not ready to be added yet. So that's the last piece to this, and it's just phenomenal. And all vegetables. It's just an awesome meal. So I hope you enjoy. And I'm going to try to add more meal things because I love to cook. And if we're all in the house together, let's have dinner or lunch together. Thanks very much for watching.